What's good, everybody? It's your boy Oshay Duke Jackson back at it again, and today we have a special episode of the Hall of Game podcast. I know this is a little bit sporadic because I actually had the time wrong. But for those of you that are restreaming this, or if you're coming in a little late, I definitely want to thank you for coming in. For those who are watching on the live stream right now, thank you for supporting and being the best fan base it is. And as you guys know, I like to interview a lot of good African American entrepreneurs or brothers who have different businesses across the nation. I try to bring our brothers together. And this is one of our brothers, Beatology. You might have seen him as a moderator. He's been around for a long time, but he has a different business. A lot of the guys that come over here are in the tech space or maybe in something in technology or trucking, but this brother specializes in reselling. So I'm gonna let him tell you because he's better to talk about it than I am. The Beatology YouTube channel. What's going on, brother?
What's up, Oshay? Appreciate you having me on here, man. We up here in the hood, man, trying to make things happen, man, with all this happening, man. But it is what it is, man.
All right, all right. And for those people, they may have remembered the first time you came on. What's up, brother Thomas and Young Jay, brother Reddy? Tell them, what is it you do and in the experiences and stuff like that.
Yeah, right now, our main focus is a lifestyle brand. We have a record label, and we also place a lot of music and film and television. But right now, with this coronavirus on, all the entertainment industry is shut down. So we got to do what we got to do to stay alive, man. So what I like to teach people is to buy low and sell high and how to use things around you to make money. Like records were kind of on the downswing, and I started selling clothes. But now that the coronavirus happened, clothing is doing well online and vinyl's doing well because I'm one of the few people that's taking appointments to where people can still dig in LA. So if you guys are in LA, you guys mentioned Oshay, you guys get a 10% discount on any vinyl records or any vintage clothing, any clothing that we have. So you guys need to get online, go get all the stuff that you guys aren't using and put it online because somebody somewhere wants it. If you don't want people coming to your house, you could ship it anywhere around the world and make money. Some things you guys just throw away, man. A lot of people go trash digging and throw away things that people sell for hundreds and hundreds of dollars on eBay, Amazon, Poshmark. It's like 10 or more different places you can sell online. And Facebook Marketplace, you can get inexpensive advertising from Instagram, inexpensive advertising from Facebook for $10 a day. I mean, or $1 a day or whatever demographic or whatever budget that you want to reach.
Okay. All right. And thank you, brother Rance Turner, for the $5 super chat. What's going on, Dr. Digging P? Let's talk about this because people don't know you are a producer in the music industry. At least you were heavy. Talk about that and how you even before you got into this business, but talk about the record business in general as a producer.
Well, I started off as a DJ. Out here in LA, just trying to do house parties and stuff. I met some DJs, some local DJs that were doing big clubs. Shout out to Action Jack and Shawnee Sean. I used to carry their records in the big club out here at the time. It was called the Casa. It was my boy Cool Dre from Jam City's club. And the Casa, a lot of people my age, the 40 to 50 range in LA, that's the club we used to go to, Uncle Jam, Army, and all that kind of stuff. So I started off, Matt and Sean, Axe Jack and Sean showed me their turntables. The rest was history. Took the turntables, was mad because my parents wanted to move to IE. I moved to IE. I met my partner that I know is Jerry Long. Back then, his name was Jay Gold. Some might know him as CjKing. Me and CjKing used to be in a dance group together. We used to have afros on and plaid pants. CjKing got a record deal with a little company y'all might know as Rootless Records. His cousin is Hutch from a brother-in-law. Shouts out to brother-in-law. And they hooked me up, because of them cats. I got to meet Eazy-E. I was in CjKing's band. I was the keyboard player. It started off with just written equipment to him. So guys, you guys got to have multiple talents. You guys got to fit in, get in where you fit in. At first, I turned equipment rental into playing keyboards for the band. And like I said, that was my first thing with Rootless Records. Rootless Records. From there, I got to meet Layla. From Layla, I got to meet Ice Cube. And start working at Interscope Records through my boy Kevin Black, the biggest record company in the world at the time. You guys might have heard of 50 Cent, Eminem. Lady Gaga came to me in the demo. Shouts out to Vince, my boy James Love that gave me the demo. So you just never know where this is going to take you. After Interscope, I went to Disney for 5 years, and I played hooky from Disney and went to my boy swap meet called Beat Swap Meet. It's a swap meet of producers, dancers, and the essence of hip hop. So I was just having lunch. I looked over, a guy made $2,000-$3,000 selling records. I quit Disney the next day. I had 20,000, 30,000 records in my garage. And for the last 5 years, I've been the happiest ever. I mean, from any job. I wake up when I want, I smoke when I want, I do what I want every day. I could take off right now if I want to. That's the type of job I like for approaching 50 years old. And anybody could do it. Anybody could do it.
You had 30,000 records.
Yes, in my garage, you're sitting around. I didn't know that the Japanese start buying them and all that stuff that was sitting in my garage. That turned into 100,000 records at one time. So when I started figuring out it made money, I invested. MTV came and bought 25,000 records to me at one time in a production truck. So I love vinyl records, but everybody don't collect vinyl. So clothing is cool. That's something you guys all wear, something that we all have to wear. So I suggest, do something that you love, because then you got to spend time on it, but also have a side hustle just in case things get slow.
Okay, now let me shout out to Superstar. I told you, Beatology, I call him the big bro, you know what I'm saying? Because number one, he from Cali, shout out to Dr. CjKing Eric P. And he has a different skill set when it comes to business, more so than any of us have it. So that's why he's so unique. So let me do this. Shout out to Dr. CjKing Eric P. Brother Mike Larry, thank you so much, my brother. BP Thomas, the great trucker. I see you out there, player. Good to see you brothers here. Third Degree, he said he's met Laidlaw, and he says this gentleman is telling the truth. Shout out to Pomona, California. Let me talk about this, right? Because now, how did you get into, because I know that you specialize in vinyl and clothing, and you dropped so much good game on the first episode. It's probably one of the best business shows I ever did, although it didn't get a lot of views. But talk to me about how you got into the used clothing business. We heard about the records, but how did you start getting into this?
Well, like I said, the vinyl trend peaked when the hipsters start liking it. You know what I mean? So once they stopped liking it, hipsters moved into liking vintage clothes. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I sell at Melrose Trading Post every Sunday, and we about to start back up at Fairfax High School out here. And I'm there learning from 250 other vendors that been in business. Most of them been at Melrose since it started 20 years ago. So I watch people. I was watching these clothing people come in with 2 racks of clothes, making 2-3 racks. 2,000-3,000. And I was carrying in all this vinyl, breaking my back. And some days, if it rained, you don't make nothing. Some days you might make 100, some you might make 5. When the vinyl days was good, people were making 5,000-10,000. But
in a day.
Cash. Cash, 5,000-10,000 cash, pulling out stocks. That's what made me quit Disney. I had a good job at Disney, at the Grand Californian, the best hotel over at Disney.
Yeah. It's like $500 a night, right? I stayed there before, I think. Yeah. The worst room.
Yeah, one of my homies probably parked your car and or took your bags up. You know what I mean? Okay. I have good relationships up there with all. Shouts out to all them cats. But yeah, you gotta pay attention. Like I played hooky and I seen another guy make 2,000-3,000 with the records. Then another sign, I watched another guy make 2,000-3,000 with the clothes. So, I mean, I like clothes. I've been buying clothes and records off of Melrose since I was in junior high school, running around here with all my sex jerks and soul brother homies, trying to be like them. So, I mean, it's nothing new to me with the monkey boots and the tapered slacks and all that, and vinyl.
Okay, but let me ask you this. So, because you already had the records because you was a DJ, but how did you know where to get to the clothes, and how did you know the ins and outs to get into that particular business?
Like I tell my friends, you got to study, practice, execute. I went online and I found out who the biggest thrifters were. And I don't watch sports. I don't watch TV. I just dedicate everything I do during the day to study. You look up who the biggest YouTubers are. I've made friends with the biggest people on Melrose. My boy Sean Witherspoon. They have a shop called Round 2. They started off with $600 a month in Virginia. 3 friends that turned into a $20-30 million business now. Now they have 8 shops. So I have mentors like that. and the 250 other vendors at Melrose, I just pay attention. I pay attention to the customers, and I pay attention to the other vendors. And what I learned, I'm about to get into that right now. A lot of times, that's what we call sourcing. So I'm going to tell you guys a couple ways and a couple places that I like to go sourcing. Sourcing is how you get all this material that we're getting for you guys to sell for cheap. I know a lot of you guys aren't in California. It's a website called fleamarketfinder.org that will give you every flea market. What you do is you go to the flea markets. I'm not going to front. The best time to go on Monday out here in the hood is Monday. You know why? Because over the weekend, these cats be stealing. So on Monday, the flea market be full of all the stuff they got on the weekends. So go to them flea markets early Monday, and they get to know the vendors, and that's how you get the stuff for cheap. Half the vendors don't even know what eBay and Amazon is. All you have to do is go in there with an eBay and Amazon selling account and just scan barcodes, or just look up stuff. It's called comping, running the comps. You go on eBay and you look at sold items. And then that's how we run comps. So you go on all the websites. I'm about to give you guys some other ones right now. And another place where they get stuff is at storage auctions. The website for that is storageauctions.net. That will show you all the storage auctions that you go to and buy storages. Another good thing is estate sales. A company that I like to use is succorestates.com. That's SUCCOR estates.com. And another one I like to use is AuctionZip. That's auctionzip.com. And all these places that you guys can sell is eBay, Amazon, Etsy, Mercari, Poshmark, Grailed, Depop, Tradecy, GoDaddy. To get your own website, you can sell yourself so you don't have to pay seller's fees. And I'm looking up Google My Business. Google just started. So Google's about to get into this selling. So if you don't, what I like doing now, so I don't have to worry about shipping and I don't have to worry about returns, is having people come to my spot. So if you don't mind people coming to your spot or meet you local, I like using Facebook Marketplace, looking Facebook groups, OfferUp, and Nextdoor. Those are my favorite ones to use right now. And let me see what else. Retail arbitrage. Okay. Retail arbitrage is when you go buy stuff. When stores get rid of stuff, it goes to the secondary market, which are stores like Kohl's, Ross, TJ Maxx, Byrd and Coat Factory, Nordstrom Racks, and the various outlet stores. So you guys could go there and buy brand new stuff. Go on your eBay and Amazon account, get there when it opens, get to know the employees. And I know people that just sell new stuff and make money. People making $10,000 a week just off doing shoes, doing retail arbitrage if you don't want to put your hands on vintage stuff. But I like vintage because there are some vintage shirts that are $3,000. You know, vintage T-shirts we buy for $1. Another good place, I'm going to tell y'all the real, and people want to fight me about this, go to the Goodwill outlet bins.
When that's
Goodwill
true.
Can't sell, they want to fight
I know
me.
that's the thing.
Man, that's where you go when Goodwill can't sell it. Goodwill goes to the bins and they sell it by the pound. So you get these shirts for less than $1, and then you could get hard goods and whatever you want for cheap. It's called the Goodwill Outlet Center, code word, Goodwill bins. And man, I'm going to have to dodge and move after I tell y'all about that, because that's a reseller's dream. But I know what's up. Like, we could tell you all this information, but that don't mean you're going to do it. But you guys need to learn how to do it in these hard times. Because if it wasn't for these records sitting around me right now, clothing did okay, but it wasn't able to meet expectations to live in LA. You know what I mean? So
let me ask you a question, big bro, because you're dropping a lot of knowledge on the people. I want to talk about your ability, because one thing I know about you is from our interactions, you're a real nice guy, and you're a real personable guy. And how does that work? Because in LA, it's a big. I was born in Linwood, LA is a city where if you have a great personality, it can really go a long way, because everybody is, they can hook you up with the next person. How are you able to just network and find people and get people to mentor you that have the game that you can get it? How are you able to get people that have knowledge and convince them to be able to pass that knowledge on to you?
You have to have core values. You know what I mean? Everybody think the entertainment industry is slimy, but there are good people in it. You know what I mean? So you got to be trustworthy. You got to be accountable. You have to just have core values. You got to be honest. You know what I mean? And to get my job at Interscope, I'll tell you guys the truth. I'll start it from the beginning. Coca introduced me to Alan from Troop. Alan from Troop, one of his writers, my boy Remy, knew a guy named Marcus. Marcus was Kevin Black's mentor. When he was one of the biggest promoters out here in LA. Before Kevin Black became a big Interscope at Warner Brothers and Interscope, he was one of the biggest DJs out here. He was also in the Marines. So we had something in common. We had military service in common, and we had DJ service in common. He hooked me up with Black. Black was the vice president of marketing promotion at Interscope Records, the biggest rec company, I think, to this day. If you guys do the research, Jimmy Ivan, then you have after Jimmy Ivan, you got Step Johnson that runs Urban, you got Brendan Romano, and then if you go down the Urban line, it's Jimmy Ivan, Step Johnson, Nino Garnett, then Kevin Black. Kevin Black was the national director of street promotions. National director of marketing promotions at the time. He the one that put together the term street team. He the one created street teams. He's one of the four founders of Promoting Records. So if you guys do your research, his name is Kevin Black. Got to meet him, and it was a 3-month courtship. The best way I could describe it is if you guys ever seen Goodfellas. It's a 3-month of being a prospect, if you guys know what's up with the motorcycle game. People got to trust you. We went through a lot of things. He didn't know how to pronounce my name for a year because I'm just like the other 1,000 people around him. But once I showed him my trust, and the icing was on the cake, but when we went to Urban Network. Urban Network was one of the biggest conventions out here in Palm Springs. And we were walking around. Kevin's like the mayor of the Urban Network, and he had like 30 people behind him and all that. And we were just chilling. And then everybody he knew, I knew, you know what I mean? And he started seeing all the people we knew, and they respected both of us. And he's like, shit, nigga, you don't need me. You know everybody. So once he found out who I knew, I'm sure he asked them people, and because I didn't do nothing janky and I'm a cool dude, that's what got me my job at Interscope. He made a street team for me. We had a street team in IE. Come on, IE, Riverside is a 27.
Inland Empire, yeah.
We didn't need that. And then I ended up coming over to the LA street team once he knew that everything was cool. You know what I'm saying? So you guys got to be trustworthy. And shouts out to my boy, Kevin Black, man. I love you, man. And good dude. You just got to be right, man. You got to be trustworthy. These people let you in their house. I mean, I had keys to the man's house. I was the gate code to his gate. You know what I mean? So you got to be trustworthy, man.
Let me ask you also this, and shout out to my brother Milano. This is a great video. And guys, make sure that you subscribe to the Beatology YouTube channel. If you watched my video earlier today, the Beyonce video, or actually one of the videos you saw, I gave him a shout out toward the end. But I want to know this, right? You know, you're in a city like Los Angeles, okay, and everybody's not in LA. Like right now, I'm even in Uganda, right? And so some people will want to know, if I'm not in a big closed city like Los Angeles, how can I find things like I might live in Omaha or I might live in Kansas? How can I get involved in vending like this where I'm not in a big city like, you know, where they have the downtown LA and the garment districts and stuff? You know, what do you say to people like that live in different parts of the country? It's not Los Angeles.
I'm going to give you guys a secret of a business that everybody needs to start. It's called the demolition business, where people pay you to give out their stuff. That's how a lot of people get stuff. People just throw out stuff. Go out on garbage day and just go through stuff. Don't put your pride to the back. You can go back at GameStop and get games. You can go back at Best Buy. These people throw out a lot of stuff. They don't donate stuff a lot of times. They throw out stuff. Put your gloves on, put your mask on, and start at home too. Get on your Facebook instead of all this buffoonery. Get on Facebook and ask if people need stuff cleaned out. You know what I mean? Get on Facebook and ask if people want to donate stuff. You know what I mean? Start at home. You know what I mean? Start with your parents. You know what I mean? With the internet, you don't need to have a store, have a Melrose trading post with 5,000 people coming through. See, I'm a hustler. I set up on the streets in Silver Lake on Saturday. See, in LA, we can set up on the streets. It don't cost nothing to do that. Just don't block the sidewalk and pay your parking. You know what I mean? But it's ways to get stuff and sell stuff with all these places that I mentioned earlier. I mean, people buy stuff from all around the world because they don't have places to go. it doesn't cost you anything to list except on eBay. So why not take good pictures, go outside, get some nice light. The main thing is take good pictures. Take as many pictures as you can. If you guys see any stains or any holes in it, make sure you guys tell people and be prepared for returns. You know what I mean? But just start with the stuff around you. All this stuff, video games is hot right now. Books, anything for indoors. You guys got to study the news and what's going on. You know what I mean? That's how you know what to buy. But like I said, the Amazon app, you can scan barcodes, eBay too. You can even take a picture of the stuff and it will read the picture.
Okay.
And it will tell you what the comps are. Comps is sold listings. You want to study what people sold it for and what people got it for, then price accordingly.
Okay. Shout out to brother Keep It Techie. Salute Oshay and Beatology Hall of Game. Yeah, this is a different one. This is more of a hands-on vending from Mr. Beatology. And what I want to talk about, obviously, is okay. So when you're learning the clothing business and you're trying to find out what's selling, what were some of the mistakes you were making early on? When you first got in, what were some of the things that you were doing that you don't make those mistakes anymore?
It depends. Like if you have storage, get as much as you can without your landlord complaining, or or just get as much as you can. But in LA, it costs $300 for a little bitty 10x10 storage. You know what I mean? So you really don't want to be spending more in storage than your profit. So don't just study trends. Like go Vogue Runway. You know what I mean? It's a good application where you can study trends. And then you could go to these buy, sell, trade shops. Let me mention these other places because they buy stuff. Like what I do a lot of times, I go right for the flea market and I don't want to wait on customers. So I go to, we call them buy, sell trades. The buy, sell trade, my boy Round 2, he'll buy all those hype beast stuff and they'll buy vintage. It's called Round 2. And I know you guys probably have Crossroads in your state. Maybe if you have Wasteland, Buffalo Exchange, Plato's Closet, those will give you 35% of what they sell it for. They'll sit there and tell you, okay, we're going to sell this for 100, we're going to give you 35. So that's an easy way to make money when they start opening back up. It's taken to those buy, sell trades.
Okay. Shout out to brother Oshay Linux. This is what I do. He's out of Mississippi. Let me ask you this. What do you think that, because we're in this, the coronavirus situation has hit, the entertainment industry is shut down. A lot of things are shut down. Where do you see the world changing after this for vendors, people like yourself?
I mean, honestly, I just hope this isn't a ploy to get rid of independent companies like us and independent people on the streets and small businesses. Because a lot of this stuff is going on. I hope LA County don't change the vending laws. You know what I mean? Because I think these corporations really don't want us doing this kind of stuff. Like right now, the post office is so slow. Like, I'm going to tell you all the positive and the negatives. That's why I'm telling you guys, you might want to just, do local stuff because the post office is slow right now. It's going to open back up and it's going to open back up big. So I just hope it's not a slow reopen, but I don't want people to get sick. I hope they don't change laws and raise rent. I hope this is going to help me get an affordable record store. I had 3 record stores before. They always start off at $1,000, then they extort you up to $5,000. That's why I don't have a store now. So hopefully I can get a reasonable price store. But I think this is a way to gentrify. Because if you didn't have money in the bank right now to sustain these 3 months, you screwed. I don't think the landlord trying to hear all that.
Right. Let me ask you this, because I mean, people are saying that Amazon, I heard it yesterday, where people could, independently sell on Amazon, and Amazon itself, instead of the independent seller, Amazon itself wants to become the seller and push off other independent sellers off the site. What do you think about the future of Amazon as they're, getting things for cheaper and stuff like that?
I could tell you from working for Amazon, I worked at Amazon for 8 months. They are buying up all this cheap China stuff themselves and put Amazon Essentials on it so they can cut you out. What they're doing is finding out your connect. It's called cutting out the middleman. So pretty soon, Amazon restricts everything too. That's why I don't even like recommending Amazon, because Amazon is trying to become a brand itself that has everything and not have independence. Like I said, these corporations are trying to cut out people like us. The fees on eBay are getting higher, and it's just getting hard to do business. And before I forget, I don't want to let you guys know about rag houses. Rag houses are the ones after it goes. Okay, let me give you the chain of command. Nordstrom Rack. Then after that, it goes to Goodwill. They donate to Goodwill, write it off. Then from Goodwill, it goes to the Goodwill bins, the outlet center. And either it's auctioned off at the outlet center where big companies come by from the auction, or they throw it out in these big blue bins. That's why they call it the bins. So after that, the people that buy that are usually rag houses. So that's what it's called. It's one out here called Torgom Vintage, where you can get anything to sell, but it's a $500 minimum, and you be lucky to make 50% of your money back on what they're going to charge you. Another one I like is American Recycled Clothing. And don't forget, you can still find stuff in Salvation Army and Goodwill. You know, I done found heaters at them places. You just got to get there early.
Got to get there early. Okay. So let me ask you this, you know, with social media, and I do know, like, even me, right? And guys, let me and all of you to get this game. I'm trying to get Beatology to make more of this kind of content because he's such an expert on this. And I think if he started a YouTube channel or more content, it'll blow up. But I know you mentioned Facebook Marketplace, right? And I've been on YouTube for a minute. I used to be on Facebook a lot more, but since I came to YouTube and started making more content, and I see that as a content creator, Facebook is looking good. Like, there's so many things you can do on Facebook you can't do on YouTube. And I'm like, man, like, I'm even telling my people, yo, meet me on Facebook. Let's go to Facebook. You know, it's just much more flexibility for a content creator right now than even YouTube. But talk to me about Facebook Marketplace.
It is cracking. See, what I like about Facebook, those are people that you really know. Like the 5,000 people on my Facebook, I really know those five. I wish Facebook would let us do 10,000 people, because now I got to delete people. But 5,000.
Yeah, I know you got to add me.
Yeah. Hey, don't play with me, man. I done requested Oshay a year ago.
You did, but when I tried to. But look, when I tried to go back and find you, he's already full. So I was like,
all right, good. Shit. Well, I'm going to erase somebody, man. We're going to see. But yeah, but no, those are people you really know. One thing we talked about earlier is customer service and relationships. Like, when you come to here, I'll give you guys a tour. I don't give a fuck. I'll show you guys. And shouts out to my boy Jerry, and shouts out to YouTube, because if it wasn't for Oshay and my boy Jerry YouTube over here, I wouldn't be in this place right now. So he the one hooked me up with this, man, and thank God for these brothers, man. Brothers got to unite. Seriously, I was looking for a new place to stay. This brother came over here, put me in a cool out spot. We making money together. You know what I'm saying? So shouts out to my boy Jerry over here and shit. And we were outside, but it got hot, so I turned my room into a store. And I'll show y'all. Y'all got to do what y'all got to do doing this. And let me tell you something. I make more money now than at Melrose, and then I don't have to load this shit up and unload every day. And I get to know people, you know what I mean? And you talk to those people, you know what I mean? You get to know your clients, you get to know your subscribers. Give a fuck. If motherfuckers if you want people to give a fuck about your business and your content, really give a fuck about them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, when people come in here, like, I charge $500 an hour and get $500 an hour to consult people. You know what I mean? But I'm going to give you that same consultation when you're sitting in my bedroom going through my records and my clothes, until Melrose open back up, and until LA, come on, open back up so we can hit these streets. Like I said, I'm on the corner of Sunset and Golden Gate at Michael Terreno Elementary School on Saturdays, and Fairfax High School at Melrose Trading Post on Sundays. LA, open back up, man. I mean, I got sanitizer, we got all this stuff, and we can social distance and all that. But I'm telling you, if it wasn't for Oshay, this man Jerry YouTube, and me doing this right now, I wouldn't have been able to pay my rent. You know what I mean? Yeah, we get royalties and stuff in music, but the royalties is only a fraction of what we're really supposed to be getting. You know what I mean? And we get money from sales too, and we get publishing. You know, we can go online, but I'm telling you, get to know your clients, get to know people, and get to know their spending habits, and study your demographic. That way you know how to properly market and promote and brand your entity and your intellectual property.
All right, and shout out to Brother Rent, and thank you for the compliments, brother. Thank you, Brother Rent. There's a liquidation.com distribution hub near me. I made okay money, but their prices have increased, making it not worth it. Let me do this real quick. And guys, make sure that you follow us on the Facebook.com. I do have a video over there that is not on this channel. So if you want to check me out on Facebook, go to Facebook.com/Negro Metaphor. Like and follow me over there, right? Because we do produce content that's not on here. But what I want to know is, I see he got the records and stuff. Now let me ask you this, right? Going from a producer and a DJ to learning how to sell, because this is a selling business that you got, right?
Boy?
What's going on? Is that Jerry YouTube?
Yeah, that's Jerry, man. That's who hooked me up, man. Make sure y'all check out YouTube, Jerry.
What's up, Jerry?
YouTube. Yeah, that's the reason I'm here.
So thanks to you, Oshay. If it wasn't for you having him on the show, I never would have met this guy.
Oh, thanks, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
damn,
so brothers really do hook up and do business over here. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no pretend and shit. If it wasn't for us black men getting together, come on, we one of the only people that's doing this right now. We the only record store that's open up in LA where you can come dig. You know what I mean? So appreciate you guys. You know what I'm saying? And because of people like that, and just in case any naysayers, that's my name right there. I got about 100 more of these I need to order. You know what I mean? And don't never forget this. You know what I mean? So this is just our little makeshift place. You know what I mean? And pretty soon we're gonna be doing beats over here. Oh shit! I can't wait till we get some music, man. We got to do that comedy album, man.
Oh yeah. You know, I gotta, you know, do man. That's crazy, man. Y'all met from the YouTube page. It's interesting. Let me ask you this though,
dude.
wait. Wow, let me ask you a question before I forget, because you know I'm getting old.
Yeah.
How do you learn how to sell? Because on my shows, like shout out to Brother Rent Turner and Brother Gabe A on the Hall, we talk. I mean, it's, you know, guys that are manufacturing, guys that are in tech, some guys are in medicine, health, truck driving, things like this. But how do you? Because sales is something that we completely we leave all the way out, right? We leave sales out, and business is all about selling. So how do you learn how to sell this stuff? Because you have to learn how to sell, how to pitch. I mean, how did you learn how to do all that?
I mean, shit, man. My father grew up in Watts, some 18 brothers and sisters. Didn't really come up with a lot of money, you know, but he worked hard. He was a cook in the Army and cooked all his life and saved up. And, you know, we had a little property, but my father wanted to show me how to do it. So everything that I wanted, he make me go half. You know what I mean? But the shit I wanted, like the turntables I bought from Action Jack, they were $800, right? He said, look, I'll go half, but it's gonna be your birthday and your Christmas present. So I hustled up 400. I sold candy at CES. Shouts out to Laces campus over here. I sold candy. When they busted me for that, that's when conscious bands were hot. So I used to make the conscious bands and go around to all the reggae stores and sell them. You just got to make a way. Whatever's hot, you just got to learn, study trends, study the kids, study media, and then do what's in. So I took that, raised 400, bought the turntables. It helped him. My boy Action Jack took that 800 and got a keyboard player that his parents helped him get, a keyboard that none of us could afford back then. So it's all about, you know, us helping each other, man, because it's hard to do it by yourself. Hard to do it by yourself.
Let me ask you, Beatology, how do you get somebody, instead of like buying it from somebody else, right? And you stand out. How does Beatology differentiate himself from the competition by making people buy it from you instead of somebody else?
Like I said, you guys can ask me any Interscope question or business question. I'm gonna give you that $500 hour free consultation while you're here. You know what I mean? And it's 420 friendly. It's cognac friendly. It's cognac friendly, and we live down the street from Fig. So, you know, we can go up the street to Fig and go have a little fun. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and the after hours up the street too. So we can really have a ball. I could treat this like we did with the record label. You know what I'm saying? We can have little something going on and then whatever, man. And we'll both learn, because I learned from you guys just as much as you guys learn from me. And then you guys can play all the records here. And I'm going to have the beat set up to where we can have producer battles and everything here while people can shop. You know what I mean? Hopefully God will bless us, or we can find an investor and take this on Melrose Boulevard with the big boys. It's only one other black-owned store over there, and I don't even think it's fully black-owned. Cool Kicks. That's where all the big boys like Supreme play. Last time I checked, it was $10,000 a month rent, but it's $1 million place. You know what I mean? So hopefully we get some investors together and open up a real vintage store and compete like we know we can. It just take money. I mean, they're gonna want $10,000 up front. They're gonna want another 10, and they're gonna want $50,000 escrow in the account. 70 grand, and that's not to even think about what the utilities and all that stuff is going to be. So it costs to be the boss. But all I want to do is just be on stage. You know what I mean? And God bless me to be able to meet all these people and get to help a lot of people. So I just appreciate you, Oshay.
Shout out to Queen Ayers B, where I live down the street from Fig. I don't know if she's really in LA though.
Whatever. I'm on 104th by the tattoo shop. What up? Y'all think I'm playing? This is Hood Thrift. Hood Thrift.
So let me ask you this, right? Because you on social media and stuff, and how do you get your customers? People that I know people that you do know, but what about people that you don't know? Like, how are you getting people to come find you right now during this pandemic that you wouldn't know and position products to sell to people that you don't like? What tools are you using to get new customers?
Number one, study what they like. Like right now, I knew that the record shops wouldn't be open. So I decided to instead shut down my clothing shop and open up my record shop so people could dig. And West Coast music is selling. So I just went and spent $1,500 on brand new West Coast albums. Every Dre, every Snoop, every NWA, you know what I mean? Every Ice Cube. You just got to study the demographic. You know what I mean? And
Wait, can you hear me? Wait, hold on a second, because I can't hear you anymore. Can y'all hear him? Wait, Brother James Sandman and SW1, can y'all hear him? Hold on a second, because it might be my African internet. Y'all know my African internet ain't shit. Hold on. Nope. White man holding you back, brother. Man, every time I got a good stream and the brothers is dropping knowledge, white man hold us back. It sounds like, all right, so while he's doing that, let me give some shout outs, man. Brother James Sandman, good to see you. Brother Extreme Picks, Houston Phenom, thank you. Brother BP Thomas, always thank you, brother, for being here. Dr. Deacon Eric P, Sister Sarah, how you doing? Y'all all make sure y'all follow your boy Oshay on Facebook.com/Negro Manosphere. And like I said, I got a new video over there while he's trying to figure the sound out. Okay, we can't hear you, player. We hear you, but not I can't hear him either. You dropping knowledge too, man. I hate that when a nigga be dropping knowledge. What's up, Brother Chad? Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Brother Chad. Facebook.com/Negro Manosphere. Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. The brother was dropping knowledge. All right, he gonna come back. What up, Brother Trey Thomas? Good to see you, brothers. Thank you, man. I want to thank all you brothers for being here. I try to bring as much as I try to bring the fuckery and the shit, I try to bring the brothers through and to give you brothers some good content. And we're gonna be doing some really, really great stuff on Facebook, man. So I just really thank you, brothers, for y'all paying attention. And we're trying to bring our talented brothers, man, from the, from the lender to the vendor, nigga. We bringing everybody over here. So all right, so let me see if white man holding him back. Yeah, I dropped that colorism video on Facebook. So let me go ahead and share that. Still can't hear you, family. So guys, go over there and check that out. It's called Dear Black Men, Stop Blaming Dear Black Women, Stop Blaming Black Men for Colorism. You want to check it out, man. It is a classic. Okay, so I'm gonna take him off and bring him back on. All right, so boom. Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. I hear you now, brother.
All right.
All right. Yeah, white man held you back, brother.
Yeah, okay, cool. Now I have to switch to the computer.
Right. So let me ask you this, man. With you, wait, you back? Hold on. No, he left again. He on mute. Yeah, I did drop to Jordan. Okay, let's go back.
How about now?
Yeah.
Hello? Okay.
Tony Davis crazy. So let me ask you, damn, man. He was back and then he left again. Hold on.
And for some reason, but it will let me use the mic.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
So let me ask you this, right? Again, in the selling and stuff as a vendor, what's the hardest thing about selling for most people because most of us, we work regular jobs, even on YouTube, people have a hard time with selling some of the, merchandise and things like that. Learning how to sell, especially in things that you have are not necessarily like, you're selling things that are people will want as a hobby or, vintage clothes, stuff like that. How do you overcome the objection and things like that? People say it's too much. How do you learn how to get in all of that and position yourself to overcome and make somebody buy?
I mean, honestly, you got to have better product at a lower price and better customer service, just like the big companies do. I mean, those are the simple three. People really care about value. You know what I mean? Okay. I wish that they did care more about customer service, but if you have good customer service, good value, and the best stuff, they have no choice. And you got to have that good advertisement, marketing, and branding just to even get them to notice who you are. Like you asked me earlier, I might spend about $10 a day advertising on Instagram and about $10 a day on Facebook Marketplace, and it does very well. You don't have to spend $100 a day. Just make sure that when you do your marketing promotion plan that you specify exact demographics. Everybody likes vinyl records. Everybody likes vintage clothes, and that's all I did. So if you guys need any help with that, just holler at me. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel, so I'll be able to monetize. And once I'll be able to monetize, I'll be able to spend more time doing videos. But we have a whole series called Hood Thrifting, where we show you guys what to look out for and how to deal with vendors and all the stuff that we talked about. So if for some reason it starts tripping today, you guys can always go to my YouTube channel and check out all the Hood Thrift videos. Okay. But you just gotta study sales. There's a lot of book on sales. You know what I mean? Like all good businesses start with sales and customer support. It's just the foundation of all good businesses.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a question, but what I want to do is I want to help our brother Beatology. He's coming over here, dropping knowledge with us. I want to help him getting monetized. He needs 183 subscribers to get to 1,000. So for those of you that see him, that see the link there, and I'm gonna be pushing this channel, helping him get that 1,000. I want brothers to go and subscribe, and the link there, hit the bell, subscribe, and notify. It's 817. So I need SW1, Tony. I think she already did it. Thank you. All the brothers, Chad, everybody, go subscribe to the brother, hit 1,000, because this is the kind of information that we need in the black male community. You saw the two brothers, right? They were able to connect through YouTube. I didn't even know they connected through my page, but you have black men that are doing things, right? So we need a bigger community of brothers who have these skill sets and have this game. So let's help the brother get close to 1,000 subscriber goal, and so that we can make it worth his while to be on YouTube and give this game. Also, let me ask you this. Again, like, how do you position yourself to a person that, again, I know I asked this question before, but how do you position yourself for a person that's already in the business that you want to be competing in with them, but to get them to mentor you? How do you do that? Let's say how you did it in the clothing business and stuff like that. How did you do that? How were you able to get somebody to mentor you and give you the game? Like, did you pay? What did you do? Talk about those strategies.
In vintage, like any other like niche field, like all the OGs are gonna like hate you when you first come on board. And that's just how it is with music, vinyl or vintage stuff. And basically, You just got to play the game. I mean, what I do, I sell them the stuff for cheap so they can make some money. Like if you allow them to make some money and sell your stuff to them for cheap, and that's how you get to know them, you know, because that's how I got to know Sean Witherspoon up at round 2. He comes in my booth and he buys T-shirts from me. And then what I do, what I call the whales, just like in the casinos, all the people I see coming in with big bags and buying big bags of stuff, I'm trying to see what they're buying, what price they're paying, and who they're going to. You know what I mean? So you just got to, and you just got to study, practice, execute. You know, a lot of people don't want to study and just hop into it. If you don't want to, I'm open daylight. So that means from sun up to sundown. If you're not ready to put in those hours, and even when I'm closed the shop, I'm returning emails right now. I got 10 messages of people that want to come buy records now. You know what I mean? Or just when we just started the show, you know, so thanks, Oshay. So yeah, I mean, you just got to get to know people, man, and don't expect people to support you if you don't at least greet the customer, smile. I mean, a lot of our black businesses, man, we wonder why they don't succeed.
Let's talk about that black customer service. And I got a problem with that sometimes too myself. You know, I'll be going
Me too, man. We have issues. I mean, we all have issues, man, but we got to put them to the side because you might help somebody not commit suicide. You know, you don't know what kind of impact you have on that person, especially when you got a little money, power, and fame. You know what I mean? A little talent. You're such a scumbag when you use that to hurt people. So use that to help people. Don't use that power to hurt people.
Let's talk about customer service, right? Because a lot of and I see this, you know, because a lot of people have, and you know, LA, you know, all the good restaurants, you know, the M&Ms of the world and stuff like that, and a lot of good soul food spots. They be having good ass food, but the problem be like, man, this customer service is whack, right? And I want to know because you know, in LA is so many talented blacks, you know, especially in you know places like Inglewood and you know just all Leimert Park. You know, they're all over, right? But I want to ask you something, brother. Black men in businesses like yourself, where you know you in the clothing, the vinyl, and you know we have that kind of black male angry stereotype. You know what I'm saying? How are you able to develop your customer service skills? How are you able to do that and work on that and have better customer service than other people? Because the product might be the same, but how do you lead with your customer service? Give us some tips for that, brother.
I mean, you just got to think of a business, and it's a business, you know, no matter, you know, a lot of us wake up grumpy, and I'm one of those, especially when I wake up at 4 a.m, got to unload all this stuff at Melrose, be at the gate at 5:30, got to unload all this stuff and be ready to go by 9 o'clock. And you could be grumpy, you know what I mean? But you got to realize, man, it's a business. Smile, greet people. You know what I mean? One of the tricks I see at the mall, they train the people, and at Disney too, to compliment the person about something. Oh, you have a nice hat. Oh, you have a nice smile. You know, I used to think they were flirting at me, but no, they train their people to do that. Because when you give somebody a nice compliment, ask them how their day is going, sometimes they just want to repay you for your niceness. They're not buying your product a lot of time. They're buying you. They're buying you, and you hire people that are on their phone and don't give a fuck, and they show that they don't give a fuck. The person's not going to give a fuck about your business. Now, I'm not going to lie. Like, I go to Doolin's and stuff, and I go to all the local places around here, and guess, the black folks are nice. It's the fucking other motherfuckers around here I go to the liquor store, half the Asians don't want to greet you. They're in my neighborhood giving us all this crap, gambling shit, bad food, alcohol, cigarettes, and don't even want to say thank you or say hello or goodbye when you come in. So they feeding you this poison and don't even want to fucking greet you as you come in or out and say fucking thank you. You know what I mean? So that's the problem I have. A lot of black businesses got better, but you know why? That's because they start to lose business and motherfuckers rather go to the west side where they train motherfuckers. I get it. We're angry. You know what I mean? Angry about a lot of shit. You know what I mean? But we can't take that out on other people if you run a business. So just think about how you want to get. It's back to the basics of life. How do I want to get treated as a person and as when I go into a business? So just start out with the simple shit. Smile, greet the person, ask they need any help. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, you know, I got to watch people. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about the black customer. All right. Let's talk about the black customer. Guys, you guys got to start being cool with the black vendors, man. You know what I mean? I'm not just saying it's our people, but when you want to argue about the price and the price is already low, or you want to take shit, you know what I'm saying? Or just treat us bad, just think about it. This is another black person. This is my tribe. You know what I mean? I'm not saying go to the liquor store and do it to these other people. You know what I mean? But think about us like as a community and a tribe. You know, we don't have nothing else but ourselves. You know, most of the time it's cool. You know what I mean? But not gonna lie, most of the like lowballing and most of the theft is our people. You know what I mean? Y'all better be careful, man, because these vendors, man, it ain't like a 7-Eleven. You don't know what a motherfucker might do to you for stealing.
Tell him, bro.
Hey, and don't
real niggas, them vendors. Huh?
Hey, listen, a lot of them don't trip on it. But look, a lot of people starting to carry it them 7-Elevens now. So don't trip like y'all doing all this mess and beating on people and throwing oranges and all that. You reap what you sow. You know what I'm saying? So let's just start treating each other as better as corporations and treating each other better as people, as customers, and as businesses. Yeah, we got a lot to learn, and I do too. I don't need to be engaging people. That's my thing. I take it personal. So I got to work on my customer service because I didn't cuss people out 5-6 times a day through all these ads and stuff that I'm running. You know, but you got to be careful a lot of times, you guys. It's white supremacists that want what you have, and they're going to do.
Wait, you put yourself on mute, brother. You put your
my bad.
Yeah, so you're saying?
Yeah, so be aware, like when you're selling really good stuff and you're attracting a lot of people, be aware of people trying to hurt your business. Make sure you get vendor insurance. So when somebody trips and falls accidentally in your shop or something happens if you're serving food, you gave something to an allergic reaction, people are looking to sue businesses, especially if they see you doing good. And always protect yourself with insurance.
All right, shout out to OG Ghost. I believe he's in LA too. Use your mind to the full potential. Run, young man, run. Oshay line LW1. Let me talk about this, right? Dealing with black customers, because I'm online, and you know me, I always say the biggest opportunity is dealing, because one thing about black people, it's always a great opportunity because nobody wants to deal with us, especially black people, right? We hate dealing with each other because we know it's a hassle. But let's talk about this. We always know, other groups tend to be, they can be better customers depending on the person. But how has your experience been with black customers versus non-black customers in LA?
Like I said, the majority of the time it's a really good experience because, like I say, I sell at Melrose Trading Post. You know, LA I think it's the 3rd largest markets in the world. We still got the most concentration of millionaires, and we on celebrity and rich people roll. So the majority of people I deal with is film, television people, and tourists, rich tourists. You know what I mean? So 90% of the time is good, but one thing that surprised me is that it be them little white girls. It ain't just one type of person, don't get me wrong. These little white girls came in 15 years old and worked in the pack, and they had a good scam going. One would distract you, and they would just rob you blind. And my white homeboy caught him. I was on like some self-hate. Like, they couldn't have done it. Man, them white girls got my boy, then had the nerve to come back in the booth and try to steal again. And the reason why he caught him, he glimpsed in their bag and seen the stuff they stole before. So it's not just our people. People look to rip people off, man, and it's just not cool, man. Most of these vendors, it's 250 of us at Melrose. Some of these people are retired. Some of these people live in that van that you see. You know what I mean? So that's not cool, man. Y'all stealing this stuff, but I get it. You know, I had my day. But remember, everything that I stole got stole back from me. You know what I mean? What goes around, come around. You know what I mean? So be good by people, man. You know what I mean? And just learn how to deal with your people. We're hurt. A lot of these people got mental illness. They just on drugs or alcohol, or somebody just got killed. You know what I mean? So you just got to have compassion. And it's hard for me to learn compassion and learn acceptance dealing with my people. But we got to do it because nobody else going to do it. All the Latinos stick together. All the Asians stick together. You know what I mean? Everybody stick together but us, and I don't see no black liquor stores around here. If they're going to be around here, we should at least own these businesses around here. Guys, them liquor stores make thousands a day. Right? Thousands. Let you have the lottery in there. Let you have a beer and wine license, a liquor license. Those are $1 million businesses over here. You think them people over here risking their life for nothing?
That's true.
They getting paid. Open up a laundromat. You know what I'm saying? Open up a chicken spot. I'm not gonna lie, I eat chicken every day over here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, unfortunately, if it's like dope, some people gonna buy it. You know what I'm saying? So unfortunately, we might as well be the one selling it. You know, if it's gonna be all these businesses over here, we might as well be the one reaping benefits because at least our kids will benefit off of the shit.
Right. Let me ask you this, right? Because as a lot of black men, I see you and the brother, and I try to, make everything, me, I try to make a lot of things black male centered and stuff. We have such an opportunity as African-American men to come together and just try to help each other. And one of the reasons why, we don't have a lot of stuff in the black community, I won't blame the women for that partly. I'm not going to do that. A lot of brothers that have a lot of talent, a lot of skill set, we just can't try to figure this out and how to come together and do stuff. Do you think these new internet forums where, you have more black men trying to reach out and do things, how as we as brothers, as African-American men can come together to try to do these things, try to get brothers on the same page and, buy back some of these things, like what Nipsey Hussle was doing, things like that. How can we get our African-American young men and, some of us older guys? Well, I'm 39. I'm still fella kind of old, but how could we do that and get things popping in the African-American communities with black men?
Do what we do now and don't finesse people out of some BS class. Like, I'm giving you guys seriously. I'm not holding back anything. And you guys mentioned Oshay. I'll give you any information that the same stuff I'll be charging people for. We got to release this information and not charge people for it. If we don't release this information and keep charging people for the real stuff, it's a finesse. You know what I mean? Show your brother how to drive a truck. Show your brother how to go get his guard card. Show a brother how to go to these grocery stores and get a job on these few things hiring right now. These truck drivers, man, I mean, come on, you could be a felon and do that. Show a brother how to be a plumber. These trades is where it's at. Show a brother how to do a mechanic. Do like Jerry and go to these auctions, these car auctions and sell car parts. Jerry hustle car parts. That's thousands. Get like a Lamborghini or Ferrari part. The damn stick shift might be 1,000. The windshield might be 10 racks. You know what I mean? So you just got to be a hustler. Buy low, sell high. That's the name of the game. And do right by people. Don't finesse people. You only can finesse them once. And that one finesse might cost you your life or jail.
Mm-hmm. Good information. Shout out to brother Eric Byrd. Salute off topic. CjKing gave you props. Who's CjKing? Okay. I don't know who that is. Maybe that's a YouTuber. Who was CjKing? Brother Eric Byrd. Thank you so much, man. Let me ask you this, man. Like, what do you, as far as social media influencers, coming on YouTube, how powerful are these platforms, man? That we could build and do things and stuff like that. To try to basically, expand our business, getting on YouTube, starting the Facebook, starting the podcast, these new elements that help the physical game out, right? Because right now, CjKing is the young lawyer at Oshay. He did? I don't know. He shouted me out? Well, okay. Well, shit. Send me his information. So let me ask you this. So what do you, tell me about that, brother. Like, how do these new platforms, podcasts, YouTube, Facebook, how do they help extend black men in doing business and growing their business as, on social media?
Come on. This is the time to make it. Back in the day, you would have to pay for all this stuff. It's free marketing promotion. Y'all better get this free marketing promotion while you can. All the big YouTube thrifters, they get big numbers by going and show you how to thrift. But all it is a long infomercial for all the stuff that they got in stock. Use this as a commercial. You set a tone, but set a good tone. Back in the day, you'd have to do all physical promotion, billboards, the side of bus stops and raps and all that kind of stuff. Now you guys can use this stuff digitally for free. You know what I mean? And a very low advertisement. You could do $1 a day advertisement on all these platforms, and you get programs like vidIQ and show you how to really pump your videos up and put the right hashtags on it and the right thumbnails and the right things to give you some traction and get monetized, you know. But we got to use this to our advantage, man, and tell the real on this, man. You know what I mean? And I get it. It's like preaching and it's boring, trying to be funny and shit. And we got to make it entertaining so that way people can attention span don't go. You know what I mean? But we got to give this information and give it up for free. I know most y'all not going to do it. Y'all not going to sit and go through a pile of 2,000 clothes or go through all these records and find one of 100. You know what I mean? My boy not even in the records over here and came up on a fine 5 Grateful Deads. You know what I mean? I can't even find no Grateful Deads and no Pink Floyd. And he did it doing a move out. Finding collections better than me. So y'all got to start networking. Y'all got to start talking. Like right now, y'all got any vinyl for sale? Y'all got any vintage clothing for sale? I buy, sell, and trade. If you in LA and you in the South LA area, feel free to come through. And we can talk. We can talk shop. We can buy records, buy clothes. We can hang out. And when Melrose come by, that's every Sunday. It's the best networking in the world. And y'all go be a vendor there. All it takes is a seller's permit. You go to the Board of Equalization, you get a seller's permit. And then you go to melrosetradingpost.org and you apply to be a vendor. So it's not a lot. And, you know, to be safe, get a business license, you know what I mean? And also get that insurance.
Okay. So you guys, you know, heard that. And we need to get more the vending stuff, man, on here. And again, I've been talking about Beatology for like, man, I told my team, let's do a show. And I was like, you know, I'm dedicated to doing the show with our brother because, you know, I think what I figured is we have too many guys in the tech, not too many, but enough to keep it techies. And so we have brothers coming from that way, are guys from the online community. You know, my business is social media content creation. So I make a living from doing that. But we don't really hear a lot from the people that are selling, like the Craig from the Tipsy Tulips, Craig Harper. And we don't hear a lot from the vending community. So now we have brothers who are in the sales, you know, buying low, selling high. I think this is good information, great information, because it gives you a whole idea. You can put it all the way together. Even me on social media, I have my own Teespring store. I have my Patreon. I have to sell to a certain degree, right? You know, to get people to even like, you know, subscribe to the video and, you know, like the video was getting the sale. You know what I'm saying? All of that is sales, right? You know, just to get somebody to subscribe to your page and join your YouTube platform is a sale. So, you know, I really thank the brother for coming on and dropping this knowledge. I would love for him to come on to one of the halls and the panels and really build with some of the other brothers on here. And, you know, I just really, 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 really thank you, brother, for just coming on here and dropping knowledge. Let people know, man, you know, we don't try to get you monetized in these streets. What kind of content would they be able to expect from you on YouTube?
Well, I like doing live thrifting. Like anybody can sit here and edit stuff in the video. But what I like to do is show y'all live how to do it. That way, you know, it's no edit or, oh, I just found this, but it actually was set up that way. So you'll be seeing it's called Hood Thrifting, where we go all around in the LA area and we do live thrifting. It's also on my Facebook. My name is Gordon McGinnis, GORDON MCGINNIS. Anybody mention Oshay, I'll erase some people and let you on my Facebook page to where you can see it first, because it goes to the Facebook page before I can dump it over to YouTube. And also, you can check me out on the website, which is www.beatologist.com, BEATOLOGIST. And right now we're working on an all-black website where we're going to have an app that's only black businesses where you can buy like eBay. You know, so hopefully we can find some developers, Oshay, and make our own black eBay and our own stuff so we can start supporting our own people, man, because that's the only way we're going to do it. You know what I mean? And like, y'all can reach out to me. My email is Beatology, BEATOLOGY @MAC.com. And all the information is on there. And it's Beatology on Depop if you guys want any of the clothing. You know what I mean? And the records I'm gonna eventually put online, but if you guys are in LA, pull up. I love to see you. You know what I mean? That's how I met my boy, YouTube Jerry, and that's how I got in the place that I stay. So I really appreciate you, Oshay, and we need to do more of these business shows.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I have like and the thing about it is I've been just basically so tied up in the continent because like the internet be bad and you know what I'm saying, the internet be bad and I'm like but I'm trying to get everything straightened up, man, and get straightened out so we can take care of that.
Cool, brother. Well, appreciate it, man. And when you come to LA, come on, man. Let me hook you up with some clothes, man. I got a bodysuit or something for you, man.
I think you're gonna be in a bodysuit. So again, shout out to Beatology. Again, I shouted him out today on the video from the the black men be tricking too hard on OnlyFans. So if you go to the end of the video, that's what I was talking about. So basically, I do appreciate you. And thank you so much for coming on. Hopefully I can get you on one of these Hall of Game panels. And definitely, brother, I definitely appreciate you. And any last words?
Nah, like I said, man, I truly from the bottom of my heart like to thank you, man. And you guys go ahead and make sure you guys hit like and subscribe on Oshay, and y'all go on that Patreon. And y'all, I know it's $5, man, but man, y'all hook this brother up, man. All this content, all these computers, all this man's time. This dude is a fucking doctor. You think he really want to be dealing with y'all niggas for nothing? I'm just saying, you about to be a doctor, man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we can raise enough money for Oshay. He'll stay back in this community because we need brothers like Oshay that's entertaining and informative. You know what I mean? I can see this like a sermon. You know what I mean? It's like a sermon waiting for Oshay. So make sure y'all get on that Patreon. And, if you can, do the $5. You know what I mean? But if you haven't, do that 50 or that 100 or the 250 or whatever the man asks for, because black people need to support each other. Please.
Right.
Hit this man on Patreon. And you know what I mean? And y'all can hit me any time on like the website's right there, beatologist.com. My name is DJ Stealth, founder of Beatology. And the latest stuff we have on as far as music is called the Beatologist Lab Experiments. And I got Snoop on there, Talib. I'm about to mess up my shit. Snoop on there. I'll do all the media training and I'm fucking off myself. The Beatologist Lab Experience, you guys. Snoop on there, Redman, Exhibit, and about 20 other famous people and songs y'all never heard that we produced. And I love you guys. Keep supporting. And Oshay, God bless you. Anything you need, I'm here for you, man. And shouts out to Jerry, man.
Okay. All right. Thanks so much. I definitely appreciate you, brother. And let me know if you ever need anything, family. We'll definitely be hollering. And thank you guys so much.
Take care, brother.
Peace.
Later.